Former Packers running back A.J. Dillon back in Northeast Wisconsin to help kids, not for football reasons. Dillon and his wife Gabrielle presenting a $30,000 check to the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Bay and Lakes region at Horseshoe Bay Farms in Door County. The money will fund a new teen-led cooking and nutrition program using fresh, locally grown ingredients from the farm.
It means more Boys and Girls Club members in Door County are going to have access to fresh food, healthy produce, nutrition education, and hands-on learning experiences that are just going to contribute to healthy lifestyles overall.
It's something that coincides really well with what we are and what we believe in, and what our biggest pillar is food insecurity and providing meals and resources for families.
The Dillons say it's about more than just one check. They hope this farm-to-table cooking program becomes a model that can grow to reach even more kids across Northeast Wisconsin.